All right, y'all, this is the 2024 Ouachita Challenge 100K mountain bike race. This is my second time doing this bad boy. If you haven't done this race, you are an idiot. Or really smart, because it is probably the hardest race I've ever done, albeit by far the most beautiful. I absolutely love this race. Y'all know I am 100% crit boy, but I will never pass up this race if I can make it to it, because it is incredible. We got single track, we've got Jeep roads, we've got gravel, we've got pavement. This thing has it all. So anyway, this is the intro, a little bit of pavement leading into the first bit of gravel. So let's check back in here in just a second. Thanks, y'all. So we climbed a Jeep road real quick, but hey, hold on. Let's check out my Sweet Canyon Exceed hardtail. This thing is what I rode, 29er hardtail, because I'm hard like that. Okay, off the pavement, onto the gravel. I went up here with my boy Sean McAfee from DFW Series Racing. Go check out his YouTube, because it's way better than mine. Somehow he has less subs. I don't know. My content is mediocre at best, and so I don't know why I have all the subs I do, but I love y'all for helping me out. There's Sean on his single speed. It takes a special kind of special to ride a single speed on this course, and Sean fits the bill. He's extra special. So there he is at his 120 cadence, just pedaling away like the special guy he is. Anyway, my goal coming into this was not to die. I was not in the best of shape, but I was excited about being here. So there I am pointing at Sean, because he's just goofy like that. All right, we're at the top of the first climb. I've already been dropped a little bit. Heart rate is in the red. We're in a bad place, but I'm in like the top 10 or so. So I decided not to hang with the very front group, because I would have been more dead than I currently am. So I fall back to just try to recover a little bit, and I'm kind of in no man's land between the first pack and probably the chase group. I'm drinking coffee, trying not to do it into the microphone. All right, this is the Ouachita Trail. It is one rocky, rough SOB. This thing is not easy. 2 years ago, I got caught up here behind some goofballs that didn't know how to ride tech single track like I do, because I'm a crit boy. And I make it through all these jagged death rocks without any issues. This is like not even the warm-up for the warm-up of the death rocks. The rocks get 100 times worse than this. And so, yeah, a little bit of downhill flow here. This is just incredible. So beautiful, albeit so difficult. We make it through this. I don't know, we're probably about an hour and a half in here. And we've made it up some of the first few climbs, down a big descent, and I got caught because I dropped a gel, and I tried to go get my gel like an idiot. I couldn't find it, lost positioning, but my buddy Steven Allen is here. This guy's a legit mountain biker boy. He is not crit boy at all. He's like 0% crit boy, all mountain. And extremely skilled when it comes to the tech and applying power in tech. So if I can hang with him, well, fast forward, I haven't hung with him. There he is up there, because I back off the pace. I apply the power when I can, and when it gets technical, I just tend to kind of like chill out. But there they are. I'm still up here, and we hop on some pavement, and then we end up turning off this into like some a nice climb with some switchbacks and stuff here in a minute. So I let them pull forward a little bit here, knowing that hopefully I'm going to catch them in a little bit. So we kind of grind up this hill for a while. We kind of yo-yo back and forth. And I do finally catch up to them here close to the top. I just apply nice, even power. If I had a power meter on this bike, it would clearly show like 600 or 700 watts probably, but we're just gonna have to speculate for now because I don't have a power meter on here. I want to make this race famous. I want more people out here because this is just super cool. You can see I am slowly but surely gaining here, and I actually start to feel I don't want to say better. Like, I start to feel pretty good here. I'm surprised that I'm doing as well as I am. I brought some salt tabs, some S-caps or whatever you want to call them, electrolyte pills, because y'all know I've been cramping, having cramp issues. Maybe it's just because I'm getting older, or maybe it's because I just don't train enough. But I brought 3 pickled juice shots. I brought some electrolyte caps, gels, shot blocks, a Cliff Bar, which I wasn't really able to fully consume because I just can't eat solid stuff while I'm working hard. But here I am. I've gotten onto their wheels. And I think at some point, this guy in front of me wants to get around him. So I follow him, get around some people. Only, I think, ultimately for Steven to, like, not make it over some rocks. And I get caught up behind him, and I just fall back. So this guy goes for it here, I think. There he goes. Yeah, we pass that Cadence guy. And he goes again. I go with him there. And get stuck behind Steven there. Steven's basically like a pro. So, I'm behind Steven here, trying to think if I'm going to get around him. And yeah, I don't think I do. But we are getting close to something they call, I guess, Blowout Mountain. Last year, a few years ago, I had to walk that thing. And my goal this year was to not walk Blowout Mountain at all. So I'm following Steven's wheel here. Normally, he picks pretty good lines, right? My buddy Kenny, we'll just call him Kenny. Kenny went to this race with us. I don't know where Kenny is. He's back there somewhere. All right, so Steven rides off into the woods there, then gets back on the trail. I don't know what he's doing, but I want to say here in a minute he's going to, like, slip up. Ugh, look at these roots and stuff. Like, it's just not... We're going 3 miles an hour. Way to go, Steven. So I have to go around him. I get caught up. Of course, everybody passes us. Incredible. I figured pro mountain bikers had better technical skill, but it is what it is. All right, so I jump behind this Cadence dude. Now Steven is behind me where he belongs, and we're going to continue the just drag up this hill until we get to Blowout Mountain. Still feeling pretty good at this point. Finally, a little bit of downhill here to have some fun. It's possible my heart rate and speed are a little bit off because the course was so stinking long, it was almost impossible to, like, synchronize the data with the video, but it's about as close as I could get. The beginning of this course is definitely single track heavy. Whereas the second half is probably a lot more gravel roads. Right in the middle, there's a nice stretch of gravel roads and pavement for us crit boys to do our thing. Alright, so we'll fast forward a little bit here to the Blowout Mountain climb, I believe. And so I was crushing this thing. I was doing really well, just kind of like what I call mountain goating, where, like, I just get in that big old chain ring in the back, that big cassette, and the big cog of the cassette, and grind away. I'm trying to allow enough space here so that when one of these guys slips up or messes up, I can just hopefully ride past them. So that Cadence dude, that was a good move. He gets in front of these guys, and I think I end up getting hemmed up by these dudes because one of them slips. They start walking. Well, I actually ride almost all the way around them, still going up the hill until, I hit, I don't know, God knows what, under all the grass up here at the top, and I can't get around them. So I end up having to walk for a second, but I mount back pretty quick. I said mount. I'll mount back on the bike and finish the climb to the top without Steven catching me. When I do that, me and Steven kind of pull away from these guys finally and able to create some separation there. I wish the video would do this terrain justice. Just not easy at all. So, funny story. We'll just talk about it now while we're climbing up this. Yesterday, my wife sends me a text message saying, hey, you just got a $100 check from the Ouachita Challenge organization. I'm like, what? So, I guess the way they scored or ranked this race, I was third place male geared mountain bike. Way to go, guys. Way to go. Well, I'm going to ride around and watch this. I'm coming through. 1096 cycling. Watch out. Right there on that rock. I better get hemmed up because this dude just goes down the middle of the trail. Thanks, dude. Now I'm off. All right. I got a $100 check because I was third place. Geared male. Well, there were people that did the gravel race the day before and the mountain bike race the day after, and they were like in their own category. So I think legitimately, when you rank all of us together on the Sunday race, I was probably 9th, 10th, 11th, somewhere in that area. I'm a little frustrated. It's cool that they sent me a check, but I'm like, man, I don't feel like I really deserve that. And so, anyway, if any of you organizational folks are watching this, man, I would encourage y'all maybe next year to score it a little bit differently so that those people, I've mounted back on, I'm riding now, so that those people that do the double, you know, can still rank the next day in the mountain bike race, if that makes sense. All right, so fast forward, we have summited Blowout Mountain, and we are on some gravel roads. Praise the Lord, I can finally do what I does. And so I can see Steven and them up ahead. They pulled away from me on the descent on the single track. But I know good and well I'm going to catch them, which I do, obviously. And once I'm with them, I kind of hang out. I draft off them for a little bit and try to prepare for the next section of single track. This is my buddy Josh's car. Hey, Josh. I think he was riding the opposite direction. He was going to wait for us, but we were faster than he anticipated. All right, here's the catch where I grab onto Steven here. I make some probably inappropriate gestures towards Steven here. That's why he's looking back at me laughing, I think. I like this guy. He's pretty cool. He's in a band. Like, that's awesome. He's a drummer. All right. Tan sidewall tires because we're cool like that. You're not cool unless you have tan sidewall tires. That's why I have them, because I'm cool. Sometimes I wonder if I would make a better mountain biker than I would a roadie, because we had a crit race yesterday, and I always get, like, in trouble with the older dudes, even though I'm an older dude. I'm talking about, like, the 43, 44, 45-year-old crowd. I think I'm 38. It's just stupid crit drama. Out here on mountain biking, though, there's just not a lot of drama because no one complains about positioning and crap. All right, we are almost done with the gravel here, and we are about to get onto some sweet pavement. Yo, Crit Boy is ready for that. How many times have I said Crit Boy? We should play a game where y'all take a shot every time I say Crit Boy. All right, we get onto the pavement, and now we are moving. We're going to try to make up some ground here. Obviously, I get into Steven's draft here. I let him do as much work as possible. At some point, he wisens up and flicks me through and holds on to my tire. Steven, that position is awfully aero of you. Careful, you don't look like a mountain biker. Except for that huge backpack on. I can't believe I wore a camelback. So dorky. Alright, this next section is the coolest section of the race. I end up getting... Go back. Steven has a mechanical. He says he does anyway. I mean, no one actually saw the mechanical, but I'm kidding, Steven. But he was at an aid station. I never see him again until he's caught going the wrong direction on the course. Long story. I'll talk about it later. We get to this beautiful section of burnout. They had just done a fresh burn right here to obviously cut down on undergrowth, and this is by far one of the coolest sections of the course. I've hiked through stuff like this, but never ridden my mountain bike, and this was a blast. Really cool. There were actually logs still smoldering, which was awesome. It was like smoking, as I had to like jump over this log. So really, really cool. I actually made a separate video just including that burn, and I'm interested to see how that does. If you're watching this video because you got to that video, make sure you subscribe to my channel so that YouTube will pay me. Because so far I've only made $40, and they won't send me a check till I get $100. All right, I put this in here because this is like just incredible bench cut. This is outstanding trail, and I loved it. Really beautiful. At this point, Steven is behind me somewhere. There is another gentleman that has just passed me, I believe, or is about to pass me, that we end up actually finishing together. You'll see that at the finish, the sprint for 9th place. I don't know. He did the double. But check out the heart rate. I've done a pretty good job of keeping my heart rate in check, if that data is accurate. Not sure it's synced up again correct, but it seems awfully low for climbing uphill. Ah, look at this. Look at that cool tree. This is we should just sit here and watch this. Look at the trail over there on the left. It goes around here, and this is just really beautiful. The margin for error here is small. If you trip up, there are sections here where it's really steep on the sides. You're not going to stop for a few minutes. Hopefully you can find your bike when you're done. Love this. Every time I do this, this is my favorite part of the trail. Look at the trail, the way it cuts into the mountain there in front of you. It's awesome. I did a better job this year of stopping and recording when I wanted to record, but I wish I'd recorded a little bit more. My batteries don't last long, so I had to really pick and choose what I recorded and what I didn't. Alright, so we have passed through over a Jeep road. We have a little section of single track here that's out and kind of back. If you look up there at the map, we're going to go out this single track. Where we cross over down there is a gravel road. We hop on the gravel road, get back on some single track for a very short period, and then it's all gravel. Bless me. And then it's all gravel to the finish. So I actually started feeling really good here, and that guy had passed me, so I do an effort to catch back up to him. I finally do catch him on the descent, and then we ride, which is amazing because I'm not that technically skilled, but we end up riding the gravel road back together. Now, this is the final climb. He said it's called Puke Hill. I don't know, something like that. I did feel like puking, and this is where the trail crossed, a little aid station here, but when we get to the top, while I wasn't feeling amazing yet, or still, I decided I'm going to try to put in a little bit of an effort and see if I can create some separation here. So, we get to the top. I'm hoping he's gassed, and I go for it. Put in an effort here to see if I can pull away from this guy. Not like this isn't as hard as I can go, obviously, but I was just hoping, because there's still a little ways to go, that I could get away from this guy. So I am just kind of tucked down as arrow as this big boy can get to see if I can slip away. And I kind of think get a gap, but ultimately after a few minutes he's on, and I can tell that he's pretty strong. The nice part is this is basically downhill to the finish. I don't think there's any significant climbs at all. I mean, there's like a few little rollers, but nothing significant. Yeah, I don't want to say somewhere around here. I think I finally kind of look back and I see he's coming up on me pretty quick. So I kind of chill out and let him come around. There he is. I want to say his name was Todd, maybe? From like, not St. Louis, but somewhere up north. So anyway, we ride together for a little bit. We finally get to some pavement here. And actually, this is going to be our finish. All right, so we take a left here. And yeah, we're done. We're going to hang a ride into some gravel. And I wasn't really sure how sprinting works in mountain biking. I don't know if that's like cool to sprint for finishes or not. So I kind of get behind him thinking, okay, if we sprint, I can come around him. The finish for this race is absolutely savage, okay? It's like an uphill grass thing. It's like there's no trail. It's just like on the side of this school. So these volunteers let us ride across the street, and I see him go, so I go. But like, I'm not trying to downplay. Like, I'm not going to say I didn't give it a lot of effort, but it definitely wasn't, like, my hardest effort, you know? I just was like, okay, well, we'll just kind of ride the line together. So I wish I'd actually sprinted here, but anyway. We ride up this hill together. It looks like I'm going to beat him, but I think he pips me at the line, which, yeah, nothing I can do about that. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. Really hope you enjoyed this awesome mountain bike race. Like I said, one of my favorites. Google Ouachita Challenge. Go do this. Make bad decisions like I do. Also, go watch all my other videos, because I'm a crit boy and it's just a bunch of cool crit races. Anyway, to that guy, great racing, great sprint. I loved it. Guys, I will see y'all on the next one. Later, y'all.